guys? Okay, we are in live. Okay, so guys, again, I will introducing myself. I'm Crislana, I'm 9 years old, I'm from Bahia. I'm here on TNT since August 2020, as I said before, in the Spanish team. I started studying English February 2021, and this year I become an English hostess. So that's it. And can you introduce yourself, Robert, please? You are muted.
My name is Robert. I live in São Paulo, but I am in Bonito, Mato Grosso do Sul now. I am here with my parents. I have 48. I work with 3D for games, VR and metaverse. I like jiu-jitsu. I like to read books about 3D, of course. I like read romance. That's it. I have, of course, I'm married. I have 4 daughters. That's it.
That's cool about the metaverse. It's really cool. And I enjoy reading books of sci-fi. And I read 3 about Maze Runner. I guess people know more about the movies, but the books are awesome.
The movie is very, very beautiful movie, Maze Runner.
Yeah.
I like.
So, Fernanda, it's your turn.
Hello, guys. Nice to meet you. My name is Fernanda. I am 18 years old. I'm a student. I study technology in college, so nice to meet you.
Okay, where are you from, Fernanda?
Oh, I'm from Carapicuíba, São Paulo.
Okay. Luane?
Hello, guys. My name is Luane. I'm a teacher, and I work with kids because I love them, even though it's kind of hard sometimes. I'm from Bahia as well. Yeah, close to Salvador. And yes, I work with kids. I'm a teacher, and that's it.
Which city?
You know Praia do Forte?
Oh my God! I live in Mata de São João. I live in the downtown. Guys, we live in the same city, but she lives in the part of beaches,
Yes.
And I live in the downtown. Oh my God! I've never seen someone like really close to me.
That's nice. Happy to see you.
Okay, Gabriel.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gabriel. I'm 26 years old. I live in Belo Horizonte. I work with international business. And, well, let's say what I like. I like to play chess. I like to play piano. I like to read some books. And I think that's it.
That's cool. And finally, Alvaro.
Hello, people. My name is Álvaro. I'm 50. I'm engineer. I live in Belo Horizonte, Minas. Is that all?
Okay, so guys, let's start with the first question. As I said before, today's topics, regionalism and xenophobia. So we will talk a little bit about our hometowns, about our culture, because it's different, the culture of Bahia, São Paulo, Minas Gerais. So it's cool to know a little bit more about these states in our country. The first question is, what do you like most about your region, country, or state, and why? Can you start answering, Álvaro?
Pass for me, please.
Okay, I'll skip you. Gabriel.
Oh, all right. Can you send us these questions?
Oh,
or
sorry.
Yes. No, because
Sorry,
of this,
guys, sorry,
I
guys.
can't answer.
Sorry, guys. I didn't send to
I
everyone.
think
Sorry.
Álvaro wanted to mean that.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
No
I
problem.
forgot to send.
So I think Álvaro still wants to answer. You can go ahead, Álvaro, for the first one.
The first,
Yes, the first.
Yeah.
it's difficult actually. In my country, I like more the beach, of course. My country, the rivers. In my region is the city, big cities. I don't know because I like. I can't answer this question more. Robert, go ahead, please. Your turn.
Oh yes. Well, I live in São Paulo. I love the different districts in São Paulo. I have a Liberdade, a Japanese district, you know. Near Liberdade, I have 25 de Março, you know. I have Arabic people. It's very cool.
Guys, sorry to interrupt you all, but I don't know what is happening with the Zoom, but like I'm seeing everyone frozen. And if sometimes I just stop talking and you see me frozen, you can just continue answering the questions, okay? That I will try to solve the problems here, okay?
Okay.
Now I'm seeing everyone. Go ahead, guys.
Okay. I continue.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. I love of course, different people's different place for eat. Different in my country. I love different beats. Maybe that's it. And you, Luani?
Okay. So I was thinking here about what I like the most. And I have to admit that I like how the people here are so happy and fun, you know? Like I used to say that when we are talking on the street with some friends, we can easily participate on others' conversation without even knowing them, you know? Like if you hear someone complaining about the weather or about anything, it's usual that we participate and say, oh yes, I agree with you, or no, I don't. And just keep going without really knowing the person. That's something that I like about here. You know, everyone is fine with that. We can easily make friends. That's it. And I like because mostly I'm like this, so it's easier. What about you, Fernanda? Are you also from São Paulo?
Yes, I'm also the first question. Is the first question?
Yes.
Oh, yes. No, yes, I like a lot of things in my country, Brazil, you know, I like many things here about Brazil. I like the food, you know, I think the food is wonderful. The music is very good, you know, the landscape is beautiful. I think Brazil is the most beautiful countries in the world, you know, and I think it's that, just that.
Hey there, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's a lot of noise
Yes.
around, right?
Oh, it's actually okay. We can hear you well.
Sorry for that. I'm not at home right now. I am at the shopping mall, but Gislana had some trouble with her computer. So here we are. So just a second, I'm gonna. All right, can you guys say something?
Yes.
Hello. It's nice to
All
have
right.
you here.
That is great. Perfect. Which question would you guys are you guys talking about? Are you guys already talking about the questions? Did you already introduce yourselves?
Yes, we are at the
Yes.
Yes,
first
we
question.
already do this. I think we're gonna do the second question. You know, the two. I think.
Okay, perfect. No trouble. I am here. I'm gonna get the question. Do you guys already have the questions in the chat?
Yes, we do.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm gonna just get the questions here to myself. But okay, can somebody read question number 2, please?
I will resend it to you. But anyway, the second one is, do you know what xenophobia is? How do you think it came about? How do you think it came about?
All right, so who wants to start answering this one?
Well, for me, it's all okay. I can start, no problem. I do know what xenophobia is, answering the first one. And how do you think it came about? Well, that's the question means that how do I think it, what's the origin of xenophobia? Do you think is, oh, I sent,
Yeah, to come
I
about
sent to
is
you
like
guys.
the origin. Yeah,
I
how it
sent my
started.
address to you. I sent my address to you. Well, sorry, I thought that I had copy and paste the other one.
No
Anyway,
trouble. But how do
I
you
thought,
Yeah.
well, how do I think the origin of xenophobia, is the origin of xenophobia? I'm not sure about that. I think it's more, well, it's more, maybe something more animal, you know? It's from that origin. There's a long time ago, and then came the culture, came like, well, it's a very long time. There's a long time that we created this xenophobia. It's culture, it's religion, it's a lot of things.
What about you, Fernanda? How do you think xenophobia? Do you know what xenophobia is, and how do you think it came about?
Yes, I think I know. For me, xenophobia is when we don't like people from the other countries. You know, we don't like people came of other nationalities. You know, in your country. I think that.
Exactly. And how do you think it came about? How do you think it started? This
I think
feeling,
it's
this fear.
historical. You know, I think this type of prejudice, you know, is historical because, you know, some countries have some problems with other countries. You know, so I think some people have problems when other people's, and you know, I don't like, you know, the religions or, you know, the beliefs of other people. So I think it's that.
All right, all right. What about you, Mr. Hobart? Do you know what xenophobia is, and how do you think it started? This kind of
Yes, I know,
misconception.
but how come about is very hard because I'm a Christian, you know, but in the Bible exists xenophobia. It's it's crazy, but it's really, you know. But I live in São Paulo. São Paulo is very hard xenophobia. you know. I say for some friends, of course, they don't like this, but São Paulo only exists, how can I say, graças ao the lag of the other peoples, other states, you know. Graças ao braço forte all the other peoples or other states, other peoples come from São Paulo and help as other peoples construct São Paulo. Some friends don't like this, but it's true. São Paulo São Paulo have baianos, mineiros, amazonenses, other states in São Paulo. Multicultural. That's it.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. Like when I used to live in Minas Gerais, I used to live in a small city from Minas Gerais, and we had some people from other parts of Brazil. But when I moved here to São Paulo, it was pretty crazy because in here we have like people from all parts of Brazil, all kinds of cities, a lot of people from other countries too, and it's something that I wasn't used when I lived in a small city in the countryside. So it wasn't like a shock to me of something that I didn't like, of like seeing other cultures, other kind of people, but it was something very different and out of my reality. So it was like it wasn't bad, but it was a shock. It was getting in touch with a different culture, with a different kind of life. And sometimes some people are not ready for that. Some people, they don't see other cultures and say like, okay, that's interesting, that's different. Some people, they think different things and they get scared, you know. So I think it's kind of like different when and difficult for some people when mixture, like we have in São Paulo, a lot of people from a lot of different places. And what about you, Lai? Do you know what xenophobia is and how do you think it came up?
Yes, and I gotta add about what you said, that we live with different cultures, and I think the xenophobia starts when we just judge others. You know, we think we are better than others. I think that's the point, you know. And unfortunately, that it starts a long time ago, and we need to remember that we are not better than anyone, or we all have different and good things to add to each other, you know. But I think the xenophobia starts when we just believe we are better, or our culture or place or city is better than the others, and we are superior to it. And that's it.
Great. And what about you, Mr. Alvaro? What do you think about that? About xenophobia, how it starts, what makes people feel this way?
This thing, I'm so sorry. Good afternoon, okay, Junior? I'm sorry. Actually, this thing unfortunately happened. You in USA, example, okay? Many American people don't like foreign. I traveled in USA many years ago. I feel very bad because of these native peoples, American, okay? I love America. America is the best place in the world, okay? The people that have this mentality, you can understand me. Unfortunately, I passed many bad situations, okay, because I'm Brazilian. My core is almost black, Okay, and I feel in my skin the thing, okay, this prejudice about you because I'm foreigner. I'm as in this time a tourist. Okay, I can't understand why this happened, because when these people came in Brazil, you treated these people the best way you can. No, but when we go in USA, Portugal too, is happening very many times. Okay, this prejudice because you are Brazilian guy. Okay, unfortunately this happened. But we in Brazil, you have too the same thing. My friend, our friend Robert say about São Paulo and Northeast people from North. Okay, I don't know because of this happening. Unfortunately, I can't understand. Me in Brazil, okay, because we in Brazil, we are everything. Well, you same thing, same people. Okay, is that all? Okay, please, Fernanda, go ahead, you.
Everybody already answered the question? Yes,
Yeah, and I
okay.
guess Chris is back, aren't you?
Yeah, okay.
Let's see.
The question number 4. Yes. Have you ever been somewhere and be confused by the local religions? Really, no, I never been confused about religion, but in the old days, I didn't know where Buddhism came from. I didn't know what is Buddhism, but I did a research, and I now I know what it is. And you, Robert?
No. And now I'm here in Bonito now, Of course, it's different when you need to buy something in the supermarket. The other people look at you different, of course, because you don't live here. But no, and you, Luani?
Oh yeah, I've been to Roraima. It's in north of Brazil, and I could notice some difference about the way people act, among each other. As I said in the beginning, here in Bahia, we are like super easy of talking, we are always happy, and there people are more quiet. So I could see that, and I remember that I thought, goodness, how is that possible? Is this person okay? In the beginning I was like this, but I could understand that it was something about the place, it was the way they lived, and then I could understand that it wasn't really a problem, it was just different. What about you, Gabriel?
Oh, I
Que
didn't
carro?
understand. Well,
Não,
there's some
não,
microphone.
mexe no carro.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't understand very well the question. Have you ever been somewhere and been confused by the local regionalism? What is that? Sorry.
For example, have you ever went
I have been
to, I
confused,
don't
like
know.
if I were in São Paulo and have been confused with a Paulista, something like that.
Kind of like that, yeah. For example, if you go to a state in Minas Gerais, we love to say trem. And why?
Trem.
And then you go to Minas, and a lot of people say, so, pega aquele trem ali pra mim. And say like, what? Did you ever get confused when you're a different place and people use different regionalisms, different habits and words?
All right, I got it. Well, I don't think so. Actually, when I go to somewhere, most of the time I know what slangs are used or what is their words, their customs is not, it's not the same here, right? It's not the same in English, yeah. Well, anyway, so I know what is their customs, and I don't think I have been confused. With local regionalism.
All right. I think it's really funny because, like, at the beginning, I guess I understood too that the question was, I read religion and not regionalism. And then I was thinking, one fun thing is, in the city I live here, in São Paulo, the name of the city is Hortolândia. And this city was created around an old neighborhood from another city. What happened is, some people from started a college, and this college is from the Adventist religion. So since the college was from this religion, a lot of people from this church started moving here to the city to study in this college. So nowadays the city is huge. We have almost 300,000 people in here. But like 60% of the people in the city are Adventists. There are many churches. Every neighborhood, they have one church at least. Some neighborhoods have more than one church. And when I was working in an English school in here, it was an English and Spanish school. And one of our teachers, she was Venezuelan. She came from Venezuela. And the only religion she knew in Venezuela was the Catholic Church. She only knew Catholic people. And when she came to Hortolândia and she saw that everybody was Adventist, she thought that Adventist was the only religion in Brazil. And one day she asked me, it's like, is it common in Brazil? Is everybody Adventist? And I'm like, no. So for me, it was really funny. So it was the only place in Brazil she got in touch with the religion, and she thought everybody was Adventist. It was pretty fun.
Explain this is very crazy, man.
What about you, Chris? Have you ever been to a place and you got completely like lost on the regionalism?
Okay, now I come back, guys.
I'm so sorry. I need to get out, okay?
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry. Bye.
Okay.
No problem. Thank you for coming, Alan.
Thank you.
Thank you. And guys, and I guess I won't say never because never is a hard word, but I don't remember right now. But the thing that that was really funny and I enjoy it a lot. It was when I got into the happy hour here on TNT, and when I started talking in Portuguese with everyone, because every people here, when I started talking, people just ask me, what are you talking about? What is that? Because of the slangs from Bahia, and I have a strong accent. So people just start laughing and making jokes, and we start in the happy hour we play some games, some online games, and I was putting something in Bahia slangs, like for people just to try to say what oh my gosh, what it was that. So it was still funny, and people every time people see me here on happy hour talking about Oxente or Oxi, because I say it a lot.
I totally understand you.
Yeah, Junior, I just realized that Luane lives in the oh my gosh, I just forget how to say litoral. I just forget.
She lives on the coast.
Yeah, she lives in the coast of my city.
Nice.
I've never seen someone from my city here. Just next cities like Salvador.
That is awesome. If someday we have a presence on TNT, it's pretty close for you two to get together.
Yeah.
Yes. Go on. That's the ball is yours.
Okay. The next question is the four, right? Yeah. Okay, guys. Is there any slang or expression from your place of origin that no one else understands? Share with us. So can you start, Gabriel?
Well, I don't think there's any slang or expression from our place from Minas Gerais that no one doesn't understand. Sometimes they do not understand what train means. What train we are talking about. Maybe it can be, or sometimes they do not know how to use the Y. But
Trains everything.
train is everything. Yeah, that's correct. But any slang or expression, I don't think we have it here. So that nobody understands.
One thing I guess people don't understand a lot when I came here to São Paulo from Minas is that we call people Zé a lot.
Zé.
And even women, sometimes we call Zé, and people are like, what?
Yeah. Well, there are some people here that use Zé, but I'm not this person. But anyway, yes, Zé. We can. But I think everybody understands Zé. No.
Some people
Zé,
don't.
no.
I understand because my part of my family is from Bahia, and I understand and slangs of Bahia.
All right.
But no one we use with women, like just with men. Zé? With women, really?
I never heard before. I cannot imagine. It's like how a woman like Mano. It's about the same.
Mano in São Paulo.
Mano is somewhere.
Okay.
I kid with my friends. São Paulo don't exist accents because the original language. Of course,
So-
I'm kidding.
Go ahead, Robert.
São Paulo, I don't not have a different expression. I don't know. Maybe mano sometimes. That's it. But I love in Minas train and nu.
No, it's a good one.
Okay, Fernanda.
Yes, there's one that I never understood in my city, Carapicuíba. I'm gonna say in Portuguese, camarão que dorme a onda leva. I never understood, this slang. I never understood you, really. I don't know what it means. So for me, is that.
Oh my gosh. And Junior, you're from São Paulo too.
Yeah, I'm from Minas, live in São Paulo, so I'm like the mixture of both.
Luane.
Well, I've thought about Oxente, but once you had already said that, I'm gonna use Cissaia. We use it a lot here, like Cissaia, vá? And some people don't really understand, and it's so normal here that I can't even explain.
Oh my gosh, that's real. Go ahead, Robert.
The North have the best expressions of the world.
I just remember one that I said to my friends of TNT. And when I was going to a party, I said, eu vou descer pro reggae. And descer means that I'm going to a party because reggae here, it's a party, not reggae, the music. So people are like, do you like reggae music? And I was saying, no, it's reggae, it's a party. And people was, oh my gosh, people in Bahia are really crazy because they changed the name of the things. It was really, really funny. I guess everyone answered.
One
Okay,
thing
go
that
ahead.
took me a long time to understand was barril. I never understood barril because sometimes sometimes it might be good, sometimes it might be bad.
Yeah, it's depends of the sentence, because can be something really dangerous or something like awesome, really cool.
good.
Like I would say Júnior is, oh my gosh, Júnior é muito barril no inglês. Like it means Júnior, it's, oh my gosh, it's awesome in English. So depends of the context. So it ended the meaning. Okay. The next question. Are there any stereotypes in your region that people really believe? Can you start, Junior?
I think the stereotype some people have from Minas that I don't know if something that people only have here in São Paulo, maybe in entire Brazil. Some people think everyone that comes from Minas is da roça, right? It's like lives in the middle of the woods with the cows and milking cows every single day and going out like everywhere in trains. Some cities are like that, but not all of them. So, but it's like I've had to deal with many times. I tell people, "Oh, I'm from Minas," and they're like, "Oh, how is it like to milk a cow?" I'm like, "I have no idea. I've never been to a farm."
Oh my gosh. Robert.
Maybe some people think all districts in São Paulo is dangerous, you know. When I say for my parents here in conversation, you know, they think all districts in São Paulo have thief. How can I say ladrão? Thief? Thief? But it's not true, you know. Of course, São Paulo is very dangerous. All districts have thief, of course. Maybe others more, but that's it.
Okay. Gabriel.
Well, I'm from Minas Gerais, so I do have this stereotype that I live in the roça. Actually, I would like to live in a roça. Now Belo Horizonte is a concrete forestry. How can I say? Selva de concreto. Anyway, that's it. And another stereotype that we have here is maybe a person that is a little bit more calm, more quiet. And well, maybe that's it.
Okay. Luane.
Well, here I think one of the stereotypes from people here in Bahia is that we all do black magic, you know, and that's something funny. Not that funny at the moment, but now I just don't care. But I had a friend from Minas Gerais, and he was my friend. Really, we were talking, and then he said, "Oh, but aren't everyone like this do it? Doesn't everyone do it, black magic?" And I was like, of course not. It's a matter of choice. It's a matter of religion. It has nothing to do with the people, really. But he was so surprised about that. And I could see that these stereotypes, it's actually real and people really believe it sometimes, and that's it.
Fernanda.
really, guys, in Carapicuíba don't have any, stereotypes, So here don't have, maybe in São Paulo, but here don't. So it's that.
I guess the most well-known stereotype of Bahia is that Baianos are lazy. But oh my gosh, this is totally wrong, guys, because I'm thinking about the carnival. We are the people who most work here to the tourists, for the people who come from another states enjoy the carnival. We just work, and some people just think that in Bahia and it doesn't rain. Like my cousin worked in a hotel, and some children just thought that in Bahia it doesn't rain because and some of their parents say that, oh my god, it's crazy, just because in Bahia there are a lot of beaches, and it's not real, guys. It rains, and actually it's raining right now here. So it's something crazy, like these stereotypes of being lazy, doesn't rain. So oh my gosh, it's crazy. It's just crazy.
When I understand about Baiano, it's a calm person,
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
Depends of the situation.
Of course.
When we are coming home from work, we are not calm, we are not relaxed. Especially people who lives in the capital.
Yes.
Yeah. And sometimes I think they say that we are lazy because we also like to have fun, go to parties and stuff. So they see us always on a party and doing something and say that we don't work. But actually, we work even more because we want to have fun as well. So it's kind of crazy. I've heard this as well.
Yeah, it's true. I will skip the question number 6. And I will read the 7. Do you have any anecdotes of an embarrassing or funny moment due to other people's regionalism? Tell us about it. Do you have, guys? Can you start, Fernando, please, if you remember?
Yes, I have, some days when I was a little kid, I don't have go to the church. I don't go to the church. But some days I go to the church and I met a friend, my friend. I start to talk to my friend in the church. In the middle of the mass, the priest was talking, the priest was talking about, the church. And my grandmother see me, talking to my friend in the middle of, perto do altar, praticamente, and oh my goodness, she came and, pushed me, and oh my God, this is really embarrassing. And you, Robert?
Yes. I'm here. I'm in Bonito, and sometimes I'm eat in the lunchtime in my, how can I say, tia, I don't know, in the aunt in my aunt house. And I look for the meat, and I think this meat is very strange. Of course, I don't ask you about the boy or no. But some days after, my uncle is primo.
Uncle is tio. Primo is cousin.
My cousin say to me, that this meat is the other animal, but I don't know how animal. This is very strange.
Okay, and Gabriel?
Well, I lived in Taiwan for 1 year, and these people in Asia, they do that. They make those rices, you know, it's the same rice as Japanese rice, and they do not have salt. So I always add some shoyu, a lot of shoyu actually in these rices. And that's something very strange for them because they always eat those rices without salt, and they got like crazy when I add so much shoyu. But that's something very, you know, we are used to that, to insert
Yeah,
shoyu.
it's like when Italians see us putting ketchup in the pizza, like that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's the same thing. That's something that I can remember.
Luani?
Well, I don't really have a really nice or funny story, but I remember once that I was with a friend. She's from United States, and she's kind of old, you know, like she's almost in her 60s. And we were going home, and then she went to the supermarket and said, "Oh, I'm gonna buy something to have lunch." And when we think about having lunch, we think about rice, right? Beans, something like this. And she just bought mayonnaise. How can I say that?
Yeah, I guess it's mayonnaise.
It's the same. All right. So she bought it, mayonnaise, French fries, and chocolate, and went home. And I was like, "What? Are you gonna have lunch?" But it was super funny because she was really used to it, and that's it. That's different, and I could see that people are really different around the world.
Oh, I don't remember like it at all, but I was at happy hour here in TNT, and we are all playing a game. I just forgot the name, but you draw something and then you write, and people just receive the painting and the phrase and try to answer something. And I put some slangs of Bahia just to do a joke, and you know, people receive in a different way and just thought in a different way. So in the final, we receive. We can see and everything that people write and draw. So it was, guys, it was really funny. I remember that I write something with barril dobrado, and people was trying to understand what it was. So in the final was really crazy. We have a lot of fun, and it's really cool. If you guys have the opportunity to go to a happy hour, it could be really cool. Sometimes we stay awake like 5 a.m., 4 a.m., and talking and playing games, and it's really, really funny, guys. And it was some of the anecdotes. The major part of anecdotes with different people was on TNT, because I don't have many contact with people like before abroad of my state. So the funny moments was here on TNT, the most funny moments. Guys, thank you for being here with me this afternoon. Sorry again for the problems with Zoom, and I will try to solve this for the next meeting. I promise. I don't know what is happening, but I will try to understand and solve everything. And that's it. Thank you, and
Thank
see you in the
you.
next week.